make sure that it's working out good. Now I've been having slight issues with audio chat. Make sure that how's everyone doing today though? And what I'm going to do, hopefully that's a little better. I know I'm gonna have to fix everything. It's been really buggy lately. And it's kind of like really weird because I like make sure everything's working really good, and fixing that kind of stuff just takes. I don't want it to be too loud, don't want it to be too soft, all that kind of stuff. Issues. It's like the filters that I have on there, I guess, just aren't working. All right, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. Hopefully that sounds way better than what I had before. Yeah, so I just took all the filters off. So that should just realistically fix it. Yeah, it's significantly better now. All right. So I think what I'm gonna do is go to advanced audio. Alright, and keep it just like that. Alright. Welcome to the stream, TB Court and Mog. So, I have not played this. I did the tutorial because you gotta go through the tutorial and stuff like that. So, like I said before, guys, I did say that I was going to be streaming something else, and I wasn't necessarily going to be streaming Fortnite. So, I did take some time downloading this, and then there was like a couple other things I had to do. So, it took a lot longer. So, I'm streaming extra late tonight. Not the usual, but as soon as I get everything fully set up and fixed and troubleshooting and all the games that I have that I'm going to be playing are all downloaded, I'll be going from there and kind of just going. And yeah. Kindness 28, welcome in. Hi, how you doing? How you doing? Alright, so they got a couple of events going on, I guess, when it comes to this. You do need a clearance level 3. I'm only level 2. So I got plenty of stuff that I have to work on. Roy. Water Cat. There's a lot of people with ats in the chat right now. Alright. Let's do a... activate. Oh, okay. Renown, and 1 battle pass booster. Nah, I ain't worried about that kind of stuff. So have you guys played Siege before? Rainbow Six. Alright. Yeah, the M4 is good. And probably go with the pistol. Barrel, muzzle, brake. Bomb. Okay, so we're defending. Or, yeah, we got the castle. So, defend. I gotta get used to all this stuff. I've never played it before. Okay, I gotta pick all my stuff. Okay, yes, yes. I guess they don't give you the proximity, huh? Okay. Chief Kiwi. Chief Kiwi. I kind of figured that I would bring this as like one of the things that I would start streaming and start playing. You know, and just kind of go from there. So, could be doing variety streams now. Gonna be doing it more often. There is a lot of other games that I have to,
be ready to engage Op 4.
you know, figure out, and I'm starting to learn all this kind of stuff. So. Okay, that's how you do that.
Deployed.
10 seconds left.
Alright, so that's secure.
5 seconds.
Oh, you can actually go down. Well, is that reinforce?
Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
Okay, so that's how you do it. was my teammate even doing? Ugh. They weren't doing anything. Oh, I got taken out from the guy from outside, not even inside. There was only 3 left. They took out both of us from the front door. That's wild. You know what I just thought about right now? I have to get a button on here that will hit the reset for my stream. Because it does have drop frames for the network. But, I mean, I'm not dropping frames on anything else. It's literally just the network. Which is, like, the weirdest thing. I guess it's because I'm streaming on too many platforms. That's probably the reason why. Alright, and then what do you do here? Oh, they really got that set up. They only got... Yo, do they only have 2 teammates? 2 of them are questioned. One of them's taken out. Oof. Yeah, it kind of looked like my
Reload.
2v3. Okay, 2v2.
1 friendly operator remaining.
Nice. We might actually win this.
Mission failed.
What?
All friendlies have been neutralized.
Aw, 'cause he's got a sniper. Wow. That's crazy. Alright. Yeah, so I mean, this is going to be a game that it's going to take me time to learn how to do all the movements,
Be ready to eliminate hostiles.
all that kind of stuff. What do we got? What's in that? I mean, yeah, you could technically...
Doorway secured!
Setting the welcome mat.
Window barricaded!
Seconds. 5 seconds left. Op 4 has located a bomb.
Ready for company.
Duties are in place.
Initiating jammer.
You're exposed.
Oh, what? Yeah, this guy's got to be cheating, dude. Okay. Wow, bro. That's wild.
1 friendly operator remaining.
I'm telling you, dude, this guy is taking us all out in seconds. Literally like it's nothing. It's the same guy that just keeps on taking everyone out. That's crazy, bro. With ease, too. With ease, man. Look at that.
Mission failed.
He
All
is
friendlies
cheating,
have been
bro.
neutralized.
Literally, like, he just knew where he was. Exactly where he was. That's crazy, dude. It's whatever, man. I'm gonna end up having so many teams that are like that. Random. Who do I want to use? Thatcher. Definitely go with that. Okay. I want the sights. Probably more precision. It's gonna be interesting to play this game, to figure it out, you know, more of the mechanics. Hopefully I can get at least one kill, kind of see, you know, especially this is literally my first time playing it. So I
Friendly
am
drone
100% a
deployed.
noob.
Op 4 is reinforcing its location.
What is this even? Ah, okay. I don't even know what this is about. I've never done this before. What the? I'm gonna follow this guy.
10 seconds before insertion. Insertion in 5 seconds. You found a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Brother's coming in for revenge.
Come out wherever you are.
Okay, yeah, see that's like something I just didn't even know that you can do. Okay, and then like I know crouched. Really?
Swapping mags.
Loading your magazine.
Oh wow. That's what that was. Wow, okay.
The diffuser is no longer in your possession.
Yeah,
One
they got
friendly
so
operator
many things
remaining.
going on there. Yeah, it just makes it easy for them to do that. It's crazy. So that the drones are meant for you to be looking through, figure out where people are. Okay. Another thing I
15
learned.
seconds. 10 seconds
Yeah,
left.
these are all things that I still need to learn about, so it's kind of crazy.
5 seconds left.
Yeah, I mean,
You're out of time.
yeah, we're gonna definitely lose on that one. Yeah, I mean, I did horribly on that one. Level 3. I know you need a level 10. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like what the best one would be, you know. I think getting this one. This is the one I want to use. I would have to say. As far as scope. The red dot, I think. Red dot C is probably better. You got charms as well. That I didn't know about that. A bundle exclusive. That's kind of crazy. Alright. Nope, just the charm on that one. Just the skin. Alright, probably go with the... Well, the hollow is pretty good on that one. But yeah, I mean, this is not going to be the only game that I'm going to be playing. It's just another, you know, not really battle royale, but I mean, it's kind of like, you know, just a game that I'm kind of like, you know, learning and eventually get better at. It's just going to take a lot of time to do that. And then there's just a whole bunch of other games I've got. You know, I've got like Among Us, I've got Amnesia, The Bunker, I've got a ton of other games that I'm going to be doing. Like a ton. I mean, this is just one of them. I'm kind of like sticking to the same type of niche where it's like guns and stuff like that for now, for like today. And then tomorrow, I think Wednesday Adams is in Fortnite Item Shop on the 27th, I would have to say. So I'll probably stream Fortnite then. And then I'm just trying to figure out what other, you know, I'm going to do specific games for specific days. So like Fortnite, if there's like a specific drop on Twitch or on like certain games, yeah, I'm just going to be, you know, like going and doing that. And then, you know, like if there's certain skins that I might want, you know, like Wednesday I do want. And then if I'm really doing, you know, other games, I might end up, you know, like, depending on what it is, you know, I'll kind of go from there. Let's see. Park. Yeah, that's the guy I want. Red dot B. Grip. Yeah, I couldn't really switch out the loadout. Kind of cool skin in this one. The rest of them, they're kind of alright. You know, I'm kind of just figuring all that out, but we'll just see how it goes. You know, I'm still just learning how to do, you know, streaming with a PC. I kind of got used to streaming with my console.
Friendly drone deployed. Op 4 is reinforcing its
Oh wow, you
location.
can go really fast with this. Alright, so you can go to the park.
Seconds to go.
Yeah, I think he's got that
5
covered.
seconds to insertion.
1, 2, 3.
You found a bomb.
Yeah.
Make your way to its location and defuse it.
I'm reloading. Dancing code.
The diffuser is no longer in your possession. 1 Op 4 remaining. The diffuser is now secured.
Yeah, so I'm learning the whole area too.
Diffuser is online and active.
I don't even know how you get down there.
Op 4 eliminated.
That's where they went. Gotcha. Damn. Took him out easily. I guess the reflex is probably better. Alright, let's switch out. Yeah, let's go with that. Grenade. Claymore's better. And ready.
Drone deployed. Op 4 is reinforcing its location.
I appreciate everyone coming into the chat to watch and play not a new game, but it's a game that's new to me. I feel like I'm just going in circles on this one.
10 seconds before insertion. Insertion in 5 seconds. You found a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Okay, so that's how you do that.
Taking Gemini for a spin.
And then how do you, so you hit 5. The barbed wire would make it hard. Damn, they got me good. I guess it makes sense because, like, as soon as you see one, you just start shooting. Yeah, it's a mechanic that I'm gonna have to figure out. You know, I haven't done any of this, so.
Must recover the diffuser.
It's not a like run and gun type of game. I'm used to doing that, especially with Fortnite.
Op 4 last operator standing.
Take this!
Dropped out of AR.
Yeah, I'm definitely used to a run and gun game. So I'll take time. I'll learn this and figure it out. Get better at it. Let's see the other. That's it.
The diffuser has been recovered. You have dropped the diffuser. 15 seconds left.
Yeah, we might end up losing this one.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds. Friendly, last operator standing. You've run out of time.
Yeah, they did pretty good on locking that up. I'll tell you that much. Definitely did pretty good on that one. Yep, a whole bunch of other games I gotta learn how to play. I've been playing so much Fortnite compared to all these other games. It's crazy. And then finally having a PC
Be ready to eliminate hostiles.
is gonna change everything.
located by Op 4.
Loading new mag. Swapping mags!
Oh, I almost had him too. I did take one player out though. I finally took out a player. Wow. I finally did take out a player though. I think you look at... And my ping is actually second best, or third best actually, technically. That's probably because I'm streaming on so many different platforms. They're not even streaming. If I wasn't streaming, then I'd probably have the best one. Yeah, so I took out... I'm guessing that counts as, like, those are the kills. Yeah, with the mark on it.
Loading new mag.
One friendly operator remaining.
Yes.
Op 4 eliminated.
Let's
Mission
go.
successful.
Jeez. That was so intense because he has a shield. So he was tough to take down. I finally killed somebody though. You know, and this is what the third or second match I've played. I wouldn't even know how to put up a shield, honestly. I would have no clue how to do any of that. Bulletproof camera, yeah, that's better. I don't even know how to just ready up after that. I'll have to figure that out. This is all gonna take time to figure out. I mean, especially considering this is the second game that I'm playing on PC, so it's a whole nother learning
Be ready to
curve
engage
that I
on
have to
4.
do. All the mechanics and stuff like that.
Loading new magazine. Reloading! Cover me! Stand cleared! Swapping mags.
10 seconds. 5 seconds. Op 4 has located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
Nah, I was gonna put one there. Never mind. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna leave that guy out there, honestly. shield. That's crazy.
Reloading.
Yeah, it's just the two of us against probably two others. I don't know what the question mark means. Like,
Op 4, last stop standing.
okay, I guess they just didn't put anything. I don't know. That's kind of weird. It's a 2v1 though, which can easily change. Okay,
Op
I
4
guess the other guy
eliminated.
took him out.
Mission successful.
Yeah, headshots are like 100% what you want to do. 3-1 victory, nice. Finally. Very slow paced, interesting game, you know, definitely to say the least. I can give them dedication. Very interesting to say the least. I'm definitely learning all this stuff, figuring it out. And then you got Black Noir from the boys. Speaking of the boys, I got to meet Carl Urban and the guy that plays Mother's Milk when I was working Comic-Con. So like pretty much when the boys first came out, I was working Comic-Con and I got to meet both of them, you know, because I worked in the green room and a couple other parts of the Comic-Con. So it was C2E2. It was kind of cool, you know, that I got to do that. And I believe that was the first time that I had worked Comic-Con before. So it was definitely interesting to do that. And just kind of go from there, you know. So I'm going to learn a lot more of how to play this. And kind of just like, there might be a couple of settings I might change around to kind of make it more to what I'm used to, because I'm used to hitting different buttons for certain things when I'm playing Fortnite. So I might have to go to the settings and change a whole bunch of like the options for like the controls. So I know like the drone speed, all that stuff is fine. Raw inputs. Okay, it improves reactivity. I mean, it kind of seems like it's fine. Because the where I have it is kind of like, is maybe on, maybe even 10 would be actually better to say, honestly. So yeah, I mean, I still gotta figure out how to play this and kind of just go from there. But yeah, it is kind of interesting. You know, I've just been kind of just watching, looking at everything, and figuring everything out. You know, just trying to make sure that everything is working properly. I recently posted, you know, something. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to figure out, you know, like the settings for everything, and just make sure that it's working perfectly. Yeah. You know, doing different types of games. You know, like games like this, I'm probably not going to play like a full 8 hours yet. You know, I'm going to learn the game and kind of just figure out from there, and then just kind of, you know, learn more of what I need to do. You know, on like platforms where I'm able to do horizontal, I'm going to put it on full screen for now. I was finally able to fix that. When I initially had it, I had it perfectly set, and then for some reason I had to readjust it because it made it smaller. So now I just like am able to do a full screen mode, kind of like talk about more stuff like that. But other than that, I'm gonna be learning, you know, more games. I'm gonna be playing. Let's see. I mean, I kind of got a little bit of a list of the games I'm gonna be playing. see here. I'm going to be playing Among Us, Valorant. There's some like scary games, kind of like Amnesia, The Bunker. I'm going to be playing that. And then I got a whole bunch of Mortal Kombat games I'm going to be downloading too. So I got Arc Raiders going to be coming in on the 30th. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection set is going to be coming in. So that's got like 8 games in one just for that. Mage Arena, I got Peak, Cyberpunk 2077. Like I said, Valorant, Samarost 3. Gonna be playing that. There's just a whole bunch of other games that I'm gonna be playing. I know that I mainly I was playing just nothing but Fortnite, but I'm deciding to take a little bit of a turn. And they do usually say, stick to one game, but I'm gonna be changing it up, and I'm gonna be changing to multi-streaming, IRLs, at some point. That's kind of the one thing that I wanted to talk about eventually, but I'm going to be doing that. But mainly, I'm going to be playing games like this, have at least 2 first-person shooters, so that's going to be Fortnite and anything that's free. Valorant's a first-person shooter too. So those will be the 3 first-person shooter games, and then I'm gonna have a whole bunch of other games. I might even play like Clash Royale. I do have League of Legends. I'm gonna be playing that too. And these are all games that I need to learn how to play, except for like stuff like Among Us and other stuff that's easy like that. But because I'm playing on PC, it is a little bit of a learning curve, and then I kind of gotta just go from there. But yeah, I'm figuring everything out. I know that with the stream, I definitely fixed the audio. I'm just going to keep all the other filters off. I'm just going to have it raw footage, like raw detail and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to go further and further. I did recently buy something for work, and it's basically just like not really a track suit or anything like that, but it's basically a Cartier. Like you can buy suits like that for Cartier and all that good stuff, but I bought a Carhartt like overall, it seems, but it's not really an overall. It's more of like it's really rugged. So because of the fact that the main job that I'm doing now, I'm always outside in the cold. I'm always like getting really, I need stuff that's really wind resistant. So I do have a jacket that is relatively wind resistant. I haven't worn that the last time I went outside working. But I got that, and then the Carhartt, I got that for my legs and for most of my torso. So it's an overall. And then socks, I'm going to be wearing heavier socks. And then the glove situation, I'm probably going to go tomorrow. I do have these pair of gloves that are like mechanic gloves, I guess you could say. But I'm going to be wearing those. I usually cut out like the thumb part so I can stick my thumb through it, so I can like get on my phone and stuff like that. But I still leave the main part, the top half attached, so if it gets too cold when I'm riding my e-bike or my e-scooter, I can just pop my thumb back in there and just kind of rest it up. But yeah, a lot of stuff's going to be updating. I'm going to be, like I said, multi-streaming. That was the first step. Now the next step is streaming different content. I stuck with Fortnite for 4 years, and I streamed Mortal Kombat 1. I did, like a different stream here or there, a few clips, like I spent maybe like a week playing, God of War, and then I spent another week playing Hogwarts Legacy, which I did just get for PC. So I got to re-download that onto here as well. I mean, there's just a whole bunch of games, especially during like the Christmas season. I'm going to be doing some Hogwarts. During November. That's going to be all Mortal Kombat stuff. And then Mortal Kombat's going to kind of be like one of my main ones that I go to, especially because they're going to have competitive. That's the other thing I need to learn is I need to download some software so that I can plug in my controllers and be able to, you know, play like that. I know that you can do it on keyboard and mouse, or mostly just keyboard, but yeah, I mean, I already know like a lot of the combat moves. I'm like really intricate with it when it comes to that, so I think I'm going to just download the software that will enable me to just be able to use controller off of there. I also did just recently for my solid state drive, because of the fact that I only have so much storage, I did just clear out everything that I had on this. I had probably about 400 gigs taken up of like video games, because I did have this on my PlayStation. I actually deleted Fortnite off of my PlayStation 5, and I had some other games that were on here. So I deleted Fortnite off of there because I have it on the PC, and I'm only going to be playing it on the PC now for Fortnite. Other games, I'm like, what is it? Marvel Rivals, for instance, because I have an account and it's not cross progression, or not really necessarily, yeah, cross progression, yeah, because you can't log in into Marvel Rivals on a PC and have the same account. So I'm waiting until they do that, but I'm going to keep Marvel Rivals on my PlayStation. I'm currently updating that right now. I was going to play that originally, but then I was also downloading, you know, Battle Sea, or whatever the hell this is called. Yeah. I don't remember, yeah. Rainbow Six Siege. Yeah, Rainbow Six Siege. It's just, I mean, there's a lot of games that I've been downloading, so it's kind of hard to keep track. But yeah, I mean, there's going to be a wide variety of games. I'm learning how to post different types of content. But yeah, I have 500 gigs of solid state, so I'm going to add that in to this to be able to have more storage. Because, I mean, from what I'm looking at already so far, is I'm pretty sure I have, so it's a 2 terabyte that I have available on the PC, but like right now, with all the games that I've downloaded so far and all the software, I pretty much don't have that much left, you know, available. So this will add, you know, 500 gigs, so it's 2 terabytes and 500, so 2500. Realistically, they take like, I think 20 away from it for the software when you buy, you know, PCs. So 20 gigs is already taken up, so it's 1.8 gigs or 1.8 terabyte. And then this is not even technically 500, it's like 480 gigs. So I'll add this in with that. And so this will give me, you know, the capacity to be able to download at least, if you would think, because I mean, this game alone was like 112 gigs, I think. Yeah, so like I would be able to, if I did 112 gigs for the next whatever amount of games, I'll be able to at least put up to 3 to 4, you know, more big games onto this. You know, so that's pretty good. You know, it's not too bad. And then this, I would probably just like, I would plug it into like on the side or something and just keep it over there. But I also got to find, it is a USB-C, which is good, but I have to find a USB-C cable that would be able to do it fast enough. So yeah, it's gonna take some time to figure all this out, and it's, you know, I'm trying to make sure that the stream is working smoothly, perfectly, before you know, all the Mortal Kombat stuff comes in, and then I'll just be able to make even more content based off of that. And yeah, so there's a lot more coming in. hopefully you guys have been having a good one. I know that there are some people that have been lurking in my chat. I have noticed that. Let me go into it right now. Yeah, because like right now, yeah, I mean, there were people watching, but now there isn't, so. Which is, cool. It is a new game, and I'm kind of just like, talking to you guys. But, yeah, I appreciate everyone stopping by. There's definitely a lot more coming in. I mean, you're basically just seeing how bad I am at the game right now. You give me about a week of playing this on a regular basis. I'll probably play it for about a half an hour a day for about a week, because I'm playing this today just to kind of show you how bad I am, and this is literally the first day I played it. I'm gonna change the settings, adjust a couple of different things here or there, and then like next week I'll end up making more content for it. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Tomorrow I'm trying to figure out what I want to play. I might even come up with like a little banner of like what games I play at what time, what games what day, stuff like that. So it's gonna be pretty interesting to say the least. But there's more functionality keys that I have to put on the Stream Deck, because I want to be able to have a mute button. I mean, I already have it on there, but I just want to update things more and kind of just go from there. But I know that streaming this late isn't my norm, but there was a couple things I had to take care of, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. As always, I do appreciate you guys follow, like, and subscribing. Appreciate if you guys follow me on all platforms. It always goes a long way. As soon as I get really into a game, I'm going to make sure that I find games that I enthusiastically really enjoy, and we can have more fun with it, so like if I'm playing Among Us, you guys can join in and we can kind of just like goof off and stuff like that. So I always appreciate you guys. It's always, it's been going, long and figuring out everything in the matter of, what has it been? 24 days. I've gained what is it, about like, I could check the analytics right now. Yeah, within the matter of 24 days, I've gained 78 subscribers, which is crazy to me, to have gained that many, and to go from there, and just, I appreciate everyone, subscribing to me. It does go a long way. It definitely makes me want to, push out more content for you guys, and I always appreciate it. Appreciate everyone staying in just to kind of, read into what I'm talking about and just kind of going from there. But I'll definitely come up with my own schedule while I'm at working, and I'll kind of like punch it into my phone and kind of set up what I want to do. I do have to create like a soundboard also for my Stream Deck, so that's kind of another thing. I do want to create intros and outros, breaks, and all that good stuff too. That's a whole nother thing that I'm going to be doing. I did have that originally when I first started doing Twitch, and then I kind of wasn't able to do it anymore, so I didn't really use it, and it really bogged down my computer when I was my Mac Mini when I first started. So yeah, this is me upgrading everything as much as possible. I know that right now my camera is significantly better than what I had, but it's still not as good as the next upgrade that I'm going to do, which is going to be a DSLR. I already have it, but it's just the fact of buying one more other thing that I have to do in order to be able to connect it, and then connecting it and doing all the software for that. It's just a whole process that you got to do. So, and I'm still downloading a whole bunch of the games that I have. I'm going to end up playing literally just so much. There's like a whole list of them that I have. And you got to figure there's basically I'm going to be playing every Mortal Kombat game. You know, I already played Mortal Kombat 1. Since I have that streamed, now I'm going to be playing the original Mortal Kombat 1. So, like, it's going to be a little, you know, it's going to be interesting, to say the least. But, it's going to be wild. You know, Mortal Kombat, I'm good at, you know, so, like, when I actually play that, it'll take a little bit of time to relearn some of the things that, you know, go on in that, but I'll be able to get back into the groove of it. So, that won't be an issue. That's why I'm going to be, you know, basically spending the whole month playing it. I might, because of the fact that I know Fortnite is going to have a, you know, like Fortnite one season or whatever, I'm probably going to go and do like a stream in the morning and then do a stream at night. So I'll probably do like a Fortnite stream early, like super early in the morning, and then do like a Mortal Kombat stream at night. So it'll be interesting, to say the least, and I'll be doing that the whole month. And I might even just switch it up, so like I'll play like maybe Fortnite like 4 days out of the week, you know, because I do have to finish the battle pass. So I usually do spend my time kind of like, you know, especially like the whole month, and then I got to figure out, because they are going to have new ranked seasons, so I got to do that too. So it'll be the first time that I actually play rank, or like a ranked match, on my PC as opposed to like on my console. And I'm not even going to be using my console for that kind of stuff anymore. And I deleted Fortnite off of my console, so wanted to free up space, you know, so that I could free up space on this and then use this for then, you know, my PC, because I technically just had a whole bunch of stuff on this, games, and I wasn't even playing them, you know, like a lot of them were from back when I had PlayStation Plus, and you got to figure that was 4 years ago. And yeah, there was 2 games that I had on here, like Mortal Kombat X, for instance, and Injustice 2, and I just bought those games because they were super cheap. So, and I didn't buy them initially. I used the PlayStation Plus pass in order to be able to download it and play it. And then I also played God of War 4 because of the pass. So, yeah, other than that, I appreciate everyone stopping by. You know, this was a Rainbow Six Siege gameplay, so I'm going to be playing this a little bit here or there, get a little bit better at it. Once I do reach, you know, a certain level, I'll probably do longer streams and stuff like that. But appreciate everyone stopping by. As you can see, I'm talking a lot more, even while I'm just kind of sitting in the lobby here. So that also means that I'm going to start doing some just chatting streams, and you know, looking at certain videos that people might have, and kind of just doing like what do you guys think about this and stuff like that. So gonna be changing things up quite a bit. And this is kind of, you know, where I wanted to go in the first place. I was just very limited. You know, I can go to full screen, go back to the game, and then I'll set up a whole another, you know, section of all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy, you know, to say the least, when it comes to this. I am trying to figure out more of like what I need to do in order to really, you know, take my streaming up to the next level. IRL streams at some point I would do, but it would definitely be like, that's the next stage, you know, like right now I'm finishing everything. I'm changing stuff and making my streams better. You know, I'm making sure that the audio is good. I'm making sure what can I adjust, what can I, you know, fix, this, that, and the other. You know, I'm making sure that everything is tidy. You know, making sure that you know, like my voice, you can hear it perfectly. You know, I know that my camera, it's only going to be 60 FPS, and you know, it does. That's just kind of how it is, you know, and it's not as clear. It's clearer than what I had originally, you know, when I was using the PlayStation, which the HD camera is horrible. I don't know why it's so bad, but it is. But yeah, I'm gonna be going from that. And what's kind of crazy is that the HD camera you can only use on PlayStation. You can't use it for anything else. So it's kind of just, it did its part. But yeah, I'm gonna be going from that, and then a DSLR camera would be next. And yeah, that would pretty much be it. This is gonna be one of the random times where I stream late like this. I do have work in about 6 hours, so gonna end the stream on that one, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I do try to usually do about an hour at least per stream, so I appreciate everyone stopping by. Daniel, I appreciate you sticking around for a little bit for the last piece of my chat, and I do shout out everyone that comes in, people that subscribe to me, follow me, all that good stuff. So appreciate it if you guys, use my supporter credit code in the Epic Games Store. That's going to be Jeffrey with 2 E's, Bear with 2 R's and 2 T's. So, let's see here. Right here. You can't really see it in the vertical, but basically where I have my mouse, that's, if you were to go to my horizontal stream, you'd be able to see it, but it's JeffreeBarrett. Go ahead and follow me on all the platforms. I'm going to update my stream more so that right here at the top and right here over here, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. I'll have it where I can toggle it on and off and stuff like that. So there's more stuff I'm gonna update. Starting my stream now, breaks, ending the stream, all that good stuff. So it's definitely a lot of stuff that I'm going to be adding in, and kind of just like stuff that I already had in my stream that I just took off. So I appreciate y'all, and y'all have a good one. I'll be streaming tomorrow, usually around 8 p.m. Eastern time, and today was just one of those random days where I had to stream later. So I appreciate y'all stopping by, and as always, I will catch you